confirm the bitrate and make sure that I'm not running this at an absurd bitrate. So what do we have here? 5,000 kilobytes per second, or kilobits per second. Kilobits? Looks like kilobits. Okay, I think we're good. Let me just mute myself. There we go. Okay, so I ended up having some fish oil and some vitamins, so hopefully my brain is back into gear, and I can actually like hold a conversation. Alright, shall we continue with NieR? So last time on NieR, or previously on NieR, the king of Facade got married to... On the last episode of NieR, the king of Facade got married, but the queen perished protecting him. We ended up getting revenge on the wolves. And now we're just moving on to the next part. So we got a letter from the younger brother of the two brothers smithing. I can't remember what they're called actually. Saying that the weapon's ready, and so I think we're going to go meet him now. I haven't really had a chance to do any of the side quests since then, but I'll just keep on going. Hopefully we can do something about the... Well, hopefully we can progress more of the story. Alright, let's do it. Getting Excalibur. Okay, it looks like my mouse cursor is still getting picked up. I might have to make a new profile and scene preset for studying, or just for like window capture. We're getting Excalibur. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Some crazy sword that they're upgrading or something. Yep, so go to the brothers store at the Junk Heap. Look at him, you're here just casually floating, flying towards us. Oh, how's the sound levels? I had to change it because of the Japanese stream yesterday. BGM is a bit loud? Okay, let me just sort that out. Okay. How about now? It's possible to save presets, right? So you can save presets on OBS. There's two different settings. There's scene settings that you can save, and also profile settings. Let me just double check the wording for that. Yeah, you have scene collection and then you have profile. So your scene collections are basically just like your different screens that you transition between on a single stream. Whereas the profiles are the actual settings on OBS itself. So you could have like two separate, you have settings for your scenes, and then you have settings for your OBS in general.
いらっしゃい。武器仕上がっていますよ。
ああ、ありがとう。
その武器なら。
なんだ。
お二人にお願いがあります。
お願い？
兄さんの仇を撃ってください。
ずいぶん物騒なことを思いついたな。
思いつきなんかじゃない。俺が武器を作ってきたのはこのためなんです。あいつらを殺せる道具を作りたくてやってきたんです。金儲けのためなんかじゃない。
あいつら？
そうです。魔物と一緒にいる大きなロボットです。
魔物とロボットが手を組んでおるだと？
魔物がいるのか？
はい。
心は決まったか？
ああ。
お願いします。兄さんの仇を。あのロボットを殺してください。ところで、本日はどんなご用ですか
Yeah, this kid is pretty unhinged, I guess. Guess he had to blame someone to cope. I saw one streamer use OBS for audio and webcam while gameplay is streamed with Streamlabs. Not sure why they use two softwares. I am honestly not too sure either. That sounds really odd. Maybe there's something I'm not understanding here either. Alright, let's go. I feel bad for the editor, yeah. Wait, orders? Wait, I can call my boar? Oh. Yeah, summoning jutsu. Excuse me. I'm guessing one's heal, one's attack, and one's to be passive. Not too bad. Where was that weapon? Was it a two-handed sword? There we go. Holy crap, that's actually really strong. Is it? Oh wait, no, it's because I'm equipping the one-handed sword. That still is really strong. Looks pretty cool, I guess. That Emil as a healer? Oh yeah, true that. Yeah, it is level 2. Alright, let's go beat up these robots and shades.
灯台の修理部品を取りに行くんですか？
ああ、昔世話になった人がいてね。その人がいた灯台なんだ。
世話になったというか、世話をしたというか。
灯台を守る人か。なんだかロマンチックですね。
ああ、ロマンチックなばあさんだったな。
そうだな。
The game's evolving. Now you hate shades and robots. Yeah, pretty much. Defeat the robot who killed the brother. Maybe that's where the cart goes to. Alright, let's see if I can get to that level 2. I think it was this way? Yep, B2's right here. Is Emil a cyborg? Honestly, man, I don't know what Emil is. I don't think he's cybernetic at the very least. Yeah, he still has a soul, but also, like, his body, I don't think is robotic. Whoa, why is there so much slowdown? What is going on? There we go. just run past all these. Don't want to waste too much time. Okay, looks like I can't. How have you been? Way too dramatic with the slow walk. Yeah. Man. This weapon is very slow. How have you been finding Final Fantasy? How have I been? I'm doing pretty well actually. Hence why I can stream so much now. My brain isn't keeping up, but it's actually, it's a lot of fun. Everything's a learning experience. I think I might buy some sweets to just eat while doing stuff on stream, I guess. It's been getting better once I can explore other areas. That's good to hear. When you get to, I think it was Coerthus? The snowy area, that place is pretty cool. My snacks are usually seaweed and dried squid. That sounds really good, man. I was thinking mostly just sweets just for my brain. Because I have a really tough time thinking. After I've been focusing for a while. Okay, this actually isn't that hard. I don't know why I had so much trouble with this on the first time. I really hate that one city though, it's confusing with how to get around. One with multiple levels. You mean Limsa Laminza? That's the place where all the strange people gather. And it's always really laggy, right? Because there's so many people. Yeah. The one that's like on top of the sea. They're kind of like pirates as well. Yeah, I was like, why is my game so slow with my card? Yep. The game does have like quite a lot of slowdown when it gets busy. Okay, looks like we've reached the end of the line. Door is broken and won't open. Got to fight my first real boss though, some dragon in a fire circle. You mean Ifrit? It's a primal. Was it a primal? Yeah, that's your first trial. So if you do want to get into the story, like that's pretty much the most important part. Up until you get to like the very end. Oh, looks like we're fighting this guy. Whoops. Whoops. Okay, why is he so weak? I sadly have to get to HS before I get Astrologian. Oh, you mean Heaven's Ward? I think playing white mage should be pretty fun. I honestly like how they play. It's just, yeah, you only have like one DPS skill until later on. Okay, looks like this way you just have like treasure and stuff, so let's... But I want to show my massive brain while playing Astrologian. Go. Easy. Whoops. That wasn't easy. What do we have in here? A locked door, of course. Alrighty. Locked door again. This one we need to blow open with the bomb. An amber, it seems like. I can't seem to move the camera very much. Oh, we have one of these again. Okie dokie. I'm guessing I'll eventually need to find a DPS class when we play the full squad. Well, you don't really have to. It would be a good idea to do that, but like, we're not going to play together all the time. So yeah. I think you should be okay. Oh, I have to get these guys. BLM it is. Well, I mean, if you can play it well, then it's fine. Looks cool too. Were you interested in playing Counterside? They launched a C server. No. I don't even know what that is. How do I even make it over to you? You've got the J in front of BLM. Oh, right. Just gonna play Samurai. Freestyle it. Also, welcome Evasion. Hope you've been having a good day. Is machines even possible with high ping? It's possible to not play optimally. You probably still could get like decent DPS, or like clearing, just clearing. But if you want to actually like min-max, you won't be able to. Unfortunately. Man, how do we even... guessing you took that sacrifice to play Gunbreaker? Yeah, pretty much. in the other day, like, you can still do the content, it will just take longer. And when you look at, like, yeah, your DPS won't be as good, definitely. There we go. Let's move on. Guessing Samurai has no issues with ping. I think most classes actually have issues with ping, because in the end of the day, like, when you double weave, that's going to be optimal. I think the only, sorry, Summoner. I'm not sure about Summoner. The only classes I really know about is, like, the melee classes and Red Mage. I think the only class that isn't really affected by lag is Warrior. Blue Mage has no issues, yeah, pretty much. I think that's the joke. Also, welcome Kelvin. It's my main for how I want to play the game. How dare you insult it? You don't pay my sub. Where do I even go? So that's not openable, so I guess we just go back. Looks like I'm gonna have to fight here. I'll just run into all of them. Maybe just shoot that out, actually. And that's all of them. Is it faster to roll? Judging from the speed of the camera, it seems like it is. Because you kind of like speed up a little bit. But just sprinting probably has less induces less motion sickness. Well, that looks like a boss room. Or not. It's just rambling. Let's see what's over this way. A lot of electricity. Okay. Nothing I can shoot, I guess. And I guess the only way to go up goes up. Let's go. L. Crap, I missed the dialogue just then. I guess we have to go up there then. Let's go up. I guess AFK will be leaving just as I get to the forest then.
よし、このまま降りるか。
この穴からか。下がどうなっているかわからんぞ。
迂回するのも面倒だ。行くぞ。
Watch the forest be amazing. I'll let you know if it is. Got the spear beast curse. Beast curse. Looks pretty cool. Not very powerful though. Save that. Alright, let's get him. Oh yeah, there's the shade on the robot. Alrighty. Whoa, that was really bright. Blinded me. Sorry about that.
あいつか。
でかいぞ。気をつけろ。
侵入者発見発見発見排除する。
魔物がいるぞ。
魔物が指示を出しておる。
足を狙って倒しましょう。
Okay. Couldn't be brighter than your phone. Yeah, I guess so. Ow. Okay. AFK. I think I need to upgrade my weapons. E33. Whoops. Did not mean to do that. Yeah. I'm doing like no damage. Ow. It's not as bright as the future. That's really sweet of you to say. Thanks for that. How positive. Maybe I should just not lock on. Might be easier. Oh, got it.
逃すか。
Yeah, that was a bit odd. He did not have a lot of health. Alrighty then. Oh, gotta kill these guys. I don't think a robot did kill his brother.
お前
Yeah, it is P33.
こんな機会に兄さんは母さんは。
その辺でもういいだろう。
俺はやりましたよ。こいつがいなくなれば山に入りやすくなる。これからはいくらでも強い武器を作れますよ。任せてください。
わかった。わかったから。
Only remember the number because it's since it spells
憎
P.
悪と狂気では心は癒すことはできぬ。
でもそうするしかないんだ。
愚かな。
そうだな。
Alright, that's the end of that, I guess. So that's it. Everyone he knew is dead and he hates robots. Yeah, I guess that's him. Will I go upgrade now? Probably not. I handled that okay.
あのやかましい連中の村か。気がめいるな。
Weiss just taking the words out of my mouth. The no upgrade playthrough, yeah, pretty much. I don't need no upgrades. Looks like the ferry's over there. I think we should be fine. If only we're on hard. Yeah. Good thing it's not on hard. Alright, here's my boar. I can't quite remember how to get to Forest of Myth. Was it this way? Whoops. But I like things hard, it seems from my Twitch. Yeah, maybe not this game. I actually am not a big fan of the combat. Right, I'm just gonna leave my ball there. Okay, let's see what's happened here. Here we go again.
そうだな。
できればあの悪夢はもう見たくないものだが。
ああ。
Well, grab yourselves a hot chocolate or coffee, whatever your preferred warm drink is, and get comfortable because it's story time again.
ああ、あなた方ですか。え？最近変わったこと？神の木から変な気配がするんですよね。
神の木？
ええ、村の奥にある木ですよ。
その妙な気配は調べたのか？
いいえ、
なぜ調べぬ？
近寄ってはいけないことになっているので。
なぜ近寄ってはいけないのだ？
さあ、なぜかはよくわからないです。
妙な話だ。
Okay. I guess we go to the tree. 5 years have passed, thumping your riddles. Oh boy. Here we go.
特にどこも変わった様子はないみたいだけど。
どうやら手詰まりとなってしまったようだな。何か落ちているぞ。
Should look at that, something on the ground.
変わった模様の木の実だ。
毒々しい文様だな。
さすがに食欲は湧かないな。
Okay. We just picked up some random berries. Nothing sus here, guys. Move along.
こういう手合いが多いのか、最近は。
白も言えた義理じゃないよ。
我はこのような言葉でこけ脅しをするような。
待て、続きがあるようだ。望んだことを教えてくれるってことか。それはありがたいけど。
Oh. No. No. Not like this. Black, pure darkness, painted over everything. Words, scattered here and there across the blackness. Kind words, difficult words, amorous words, all sparkling in the dark like jewels. The words were few now, but time was shorter. Grabbing the words in desperation, the tree turned to the sky. "This is wrong," whispered the tree in the voice of wind through the leaves. "This is not how it was supposed to be. The plan has failed." Once, long ago, the tree had remembered everything about the world. This was its task, its function, its purpose. It shivered with something approaching joy as it collected the memories of mankind. This was no accident. Emotions were as much a part of the tree as root and bark. Memories collected like dew on the thick green leaves of the tree. And once they had formed a web that spanned the entire world. Words collapsed into sunlight before passing through the leaves and into the pool of memory. From the pool, the words joined together to form colonies. The colonies united into whirlpools of light, and the light coalesced into stars. Each star was like a child of the tree, and it loved them all. Look at my memory. A child is here, brought low by disease. He is far too young to have suffered so. Thin beyond words, the boy's skin is a shade paler than the bleached sheets upon which he lies. His parents no longer visit him, for they cannot bear to watch him suffer. The doctors have long since surrendered his fate to the gods. The boy, too, has abandoned hope. Strange emotions, weariness, hatred, swell within the dark recesses of his young heart. He tries to reject the black terror that germinates in his body, but no amount of effort or tears can drive the invader away. He has long ceased to resent his parents and doctors. Once he did, but now his pain is so great that there is little room in his heart to think of others. Only one person brings the boy comfort, a healthy young girl with tan skin and deep blue eyes. She is a beacon of brightness and light in the boy's world. Her very presence is a comfort to him, but he is unable to look upon her face. Whenever they meet, the boy is filled with loathing for his own state. Soon, this loathing eats away at what joy he receives from the girl's visits. The girl will stop coming. He knows this. His every waking moment is spent in fear of this day. He thinks that if he could talk to her, if he could just tell her of his feelings, this might not be so, but this conversation never happens. The girl disappears. The boy dies alone. The tree scoops up this memory and carefully stores it within itself. Etched upon it is a single word: envy. Look at my memory. There is a female warrior. Her greatest enemy is a beast with red eyes that she cannot fully comprehend. When she strikes it with her sword, it turns into a pillar of salt and dies. But when the white smoke clears, a new enemy rises. And another. And another. The warrior knows that her struggle is folly, but fighting the unending stream of enemies fills her with a sense of joy and purpose. Somewhere deep within the warrior's drug-addled mind lies a vague memory of a daughter. Perhaps the child only exists in her head, the dying remnants of a powerful dream. She does not know. I thought it ended for a moment there, because it kind of paused, but it tricked me. Her friends and fellow warriors come and go, some flee in terror, some are eaten. She began the fight with 23 companions, but most are gone now. The warrior's body shudders. She does not understand why at first. By the time she hears the fierce, low sound, the arena is already enclosed in darkness. Looking up, the warrior sees a beast so large that it blots out the sky. She is laughing. She has been doing so for as long as she can remember. Covered in blood and dirt, the warrior laughs. She laughs and laughs until the town that contains her daughter collapses into a pile of dust. This memory has been stored for a long time. It is etched within a single word: loss. This is why I did not want to come to the forest. Look at my memory. A red dragon falls from the heavens. Ah, that memory has been lost. A shame. It was a favorite of mine. After many centuries of existence, the tree saw that its carefully labeled memories were beginning to dwindle. Once seemingly infinite, the memories now seemed ready to disappear forever. The tree did not feel sadness at this. Grief was an emotion beyond its comprehension. It did, however, have the distinct feeling that something was missing. The mountain of memories it had so carefully assembled had disappeared. The tree stretched its branches as far as it could, but new memories refused to flow. The pool of memories was a black, empty pit, a hollow place where life had once flourished. The tree had lost its purpose. There was nothing to be done but sift through the few remaining memories littering the ground under its branches. This is why the tree was pleased when the young man and his companion entered the room. NieR. Well, this place is gloomy as hell. The room NieR had entered was almost completely empty. All he could see were a few crystals scattered haphazardly on the ground. Picking up one of the crystals and peering into it, NieR suddenly saw a familiar sight. It was the Forest of Myth, its villagers, prisoners of their own dreams. I apologize, the tree thought. That is all that remains. As NieR stared at the jewel bewildered, a voice suddenly called out from the depths of his mind. The voice implored them to listen. It was an order. Following it was mandatory. Abruptly, the pair realized that they must listen. They must listen. Weiss, look there. A small, shadowy presence appeared from beneath the floor. It appeared to be a shade. The shade grasped several jewels in its hand. More jewels tumbled out of its mouth like shards of broken teeth. Sights and sounds tinkling from each one before vanishing forever. The creature was abusing the memories, treating the precious objects like a collection of cheap playroom toys. Weiss, this shade appears to be consuming the memories. NieR, these things eat memories? The tree extended a branch towards NieR. Without a second thought, NieR brought his blade down on the shade, tearing its stomach wide. Jewels burst from the shade and poured across the chamber floor. Look, thought the tree. There is the conviction memory I had lost, and satisfaction, and many others as well. Yes, this is good. The tree opened its mouth and attempted to speak, but no sound emerged. A millennium of silence and solitude had caused the tree to forget certain things, but rather than be upset, it greeted the development with good cheer. Focusing all its power on the riddle of speech, the tree formed a kind of makeshift vocal cord and tried again. I implore. It spat out a glimmering green jewel. One more time. I implore you. There we are. What was the color of the lost envy? Crap, I actually don't remember. Green? Oh no.
取り逃がしたよ。
またあの字だらけの世界に。
I'm gonna look at my weapons for a bit. Oh yeah, green is the color of envy. Well, I'll try that again. Let's put some words on this. Maybe just attack power. Why not? Experience rate plus 4%. That seems pretty not great. Paralyzed level 1, poison level 1, confused level 1, poison level 1. Drain HP. Maybe I'll go with item drop rate. Might actually be useful for farming and improving my items. Let's improve this one as well. Where is my two-handed swords? I guess attack power here again. 20%. Item drop rate as well. And I think the one that I liked was Beastbane? That's cheating. I don't care at this point. I'll take it. This forest has taken too much from me already. There we go. I understand why 1,000 years have passed now. You were in this forest. Yeah, pretty much. I think that's exactly it. Alright, story time again. Did I ever get water? No, I did not. I had water before the stream started, that was about it. Why does that one pause? Because I've already read it before, that's why I'm not reading this. My god, there's no new viewers. One viewer left, actually. Probably got sick of my voice. And my crappy reading. My god, I chose green again. I will choose blue. It probably is blue. Okay. Figures they would have went the colors that actually go with envy, I know, right? Okay, it's brown apparently. Yeah, it probably did, to be honest. Did it poop it out or something? And now it freezes. And then it goes into the next one. Wait. I chose all the options. Which one is it then? Does the answer change each time or something? Imagine it's like 50 questions you must get all right. Is it because I'm pressing the wrong button or something? I'll try pressing circle. Maybe that's why it loads, because it has to like randomize it. I don't know. Okay, the shade appears. You know the answer? It spat out a glimmering green jewel. One more time. I implore you. There we are. What was the color of the lost envy? What's the answer? Oh my god, I know the answer, then your power just goes out. Color of the girl's eyes when you read the dialogue? Okay, let's have a look again. Then I'll just be making me read it again. I'm not reading this out loud again. Just for your information. Okay, there's a... Okay. So there's a loading bit there. So we have green eyes. Yeah, that is different. Before it was blue, wasn't it? The first time we did this. Yeah. No wonder why it has a loading screen. Red eyes. That stays the same all the time. I guess we'll just remember this part. Some flee, some are eaten. She began fighting with 33 companions. That's different. The first time we did it was 28. I guess it was just those two, maybe? I guess he always spits out a green jewel. It spoke. Ugh, here we go again. Oh, thanks for noticing that. Would have been here all day. Or all night rather. Alright, shall we continue with the story time? Weiss, it spoke. This shade is intelligence and emotion. Who cares? Says NieR. NieR brushed Weiss's comment aside as his sword sliced through the shade's right arm. The shade extended its remaining arm to NieR. I must touch him. I must make contact. The moment its fingers brushed against NieR, the tree felt a warm sensation begin to burn. Something hot coursed through its fingers, up its arm, and out to its entire body. It was emotion, more than the Ents he had felt in centuries. The tree cried out in surprise and joy. This has just broken me. 1,000 years alone, 1,000 years in quiet contemplation. The tree felt like it was going to break apart. For long centuries the tree had been alone, its heart sealed with heavy chains. But no more. New, powerful emotions began to take hold, causing its heart to lighten. This was more than the simple emotions it had been designed to feel. It was the beginnings of a soul. And the young man was the key. This was a promise made long ago. This was how it would be released. The tree's stomach began to throb in pain. A new and unpleasant sensation. It sounds like he had some non-fresh squid. This tree. But the time was not yet right. I implore you, how many were lost by the warrior who fought the red-eyed beasts? Her daughter and 33 friends. Okay, real time is over. I'm gonna kill this stupid shade once and for all. Something round and shiny fell from the open stomach and clattered to the floor. The key! Cried the book. Secure the key! The man's sword slowed. Time began to dilate around them, stretching and slowing. Time is essential. The next word must be heard. The words exploded. It became difficult to discern their meaning. The pool of memories began to crack as infinite blackness burrowed its way into the wall. Twice. This world is falling apart. NieR. How can a world of letters, I implore, most important thing, world. The light was complete. The memories disappeared. The tree's identity began to dissolve. As the letters slowly faded, NieR was drawn back into the real world, and the tree was satisfied. What on earth just happened?
これはしかし魔物が思考するというのは初めて知ったな。
どうでもいいさ。奴らが何を考えていようと。こんな面倒はもうごめんだ。
木を倒したことでもう文字の世界に埋もれることもあるまい。時間が巻き戻りでもせぬ限りはな。
Well, we got another fragment. And good riddance to that. Thank goodness we finished it.
魔王の正体について何か新たな情報が見つかったかもしれない。一旦村に戻ろう。
わかった。
Alrighty then. That was just as bad as I thought it'd be.
病気の原因は分かったのか？
いや、さっぱりだ。
そうか。なんだその実は？
これさっきの巨木の下で拾ったんだけど。
うまそうだな。ちょっと食わせろ。
I don't think that's a good idea, kinda.
バカ者。そのような毒々しいものを食すなど。
うまいな。いらないのならもっとよこせ。
本当に美味しいのか？ちょっと俺も試してみよう。
Okay.
なんだこれ、明らかにまずいし危険な味じゃないか。
That was some ragdoll physics. I'm guessing it's like food for shades or something.
どうしたんですかって、その実食べたんですか？その実は毒の塊なんですよ。さあ、ハイフ、この解毒剤を。
Okay, it actually will kill him. Yeah, I'm guessing they're shade berries.
死ぬかと思った。
あんな毒々しい模様をしてるんですから、食べるものじゃないとすぐに気づくと思うんですが、子供くらいですよ、食べるのは。
助かった。え、子供だけ？まさかあの子もこの実を食べたんじゃ。
考えられそうだな。大人でもここまで苦しむ毒だ。子供の身では辛かろう。
ところでカイネ、解毒剤は飲んだのか？
いらん。うまかったぞ、あの実。
服装だけでなく胃袋まで異常であったか。
死なすぞクソボン。
Oh, my eyes.
にしても強烈な毒だな。手足がしびれる。
私は何ともなかっ
きっと胃袋の出来が違うんだろう。普段から大食いだからな、カイネは。
下着女は内臓まで下品にできておるのだな。
た。ページをぶちまけられたいのかクソボン。
Alright, I guess I'll head back to the town and I'll probably head to sleep, so yeah, I'll call that a night. That was a pretty full-on stream. That's that blasted forest. Ow. Please let me through. There we go. Alright. Yeah, I guess so the next stream I'll just talk to Popola and then guess we'll see what happens from there. I think before then though, I'm gonna work through some of the side quests. That's all good, man. Thanks for joining me. I'm gonna finish off the stream here anyway. So yeah, I hope you enjoy your night, man. And take care of yourself. And as per usual, big thank you to everyone who joined me today. And yeah, I'm not sure when the next NieR stream will be, but I'll probably try and schedule it, or put it into a schedule so we at least have some more structure. So on that note, I hope everyone has a wonderful night, and if you're in a different time zone, I hope you have a great day. Take care of yourselves, and see you later.